an article that came out August 16th, 2018, Share Blue Media. Overdose deaths skyrocket, and Trump's trade war may make it worse. So we know they are reporting a number of 72,300 Americans died from overdose deaths in 2017, which we know it's way higher than that. So it's up 10% from 2016. Now, we know most of the deaths are coming from fentanyl and the fentanyl analogs that are coming out of China. And this is what the CDC is reporting. So there has been an increase, and this right now, they're saying is the biggest amount of people to die in 1 year. So 2017 has been a historic year for overdose deaths here in America. And again, the drugs are coming out of China. That is really the biggest culprit to why this is happening. Synthetics are often found mixed with other drugs like meth and cocaine. And you see it's also in marijuana as well. They're also putting the fentanyl in that. And that is what accounted for all of those people getting sick up there in Connecticut just 2 days ago. Unexpected combination of those drugs can overwhelm and even experienced drug users. The New York Times reports in some places, the type of synthetic drugs mixed into heroin changes often, increasing the risk for users. So the number they had reported for 2016 was 64,000 deaths in America, and it involved a fentanyl or fentanyl-laced drug. While the increase in overdose deaths in 2018 was seen across the country, the problem is most severe in states such as Ohio, Indiana, and West Virginia. In those rural areas in all three of those states, that's where it's hardest hit, which have all seen double-digit percentages and increases in opioid-related deaths. On Wednesday, 25 people overdosed, and they're talking about New Haven. So, of course, we know that number was more close to 100. So this probably got done when that first started happening, this report. Despite pledging to combat the opioid plague, Trump has taken almost no action whatsoever to expand access to treatment, life-sustaining, life-saving measures for the addicts. Trump is not going to do anything. I told y'all this before. Look, it don't take this long for him to do something. It has gotten to the point this man don't even talk about this drug addiction publicly at all. That should be a sign right there. He's not going to do anything. To make matters even worse, Trump's reckless trade war could actually make it harder to control the flow of dangerous synthetic drugs like fentanyl into the United States. Law enforcement officials say China, the primary source of fentanyl, is producing as much as 90% of the world's supply. Until recently, there were very few laws or policies regulating fentanyl in China. But in 2015, the country added to its list of controlled substances. China is not going to do anything. I can tell you that right now. They've been crying to China now for a few years, and China is just letting that stuff flow in. Plus, I did a story yesterday telling you how a lot of the packages are coming in here and they're not even from China. China ships the packages to another foreign country, and then that foreign country takes the package and delivers it to America. So the packages, many of these packages that are not even marked for China are coming in here for drugs. Okay, so in March 2017, the US and Chinese drug enforcement agencies reached an agreement to jointly address the threat of illicit fentanyl in both countries. And we know China's not doing a damn thing because that stuff is still flowing in here like water. But now, with Trump threatening America's relationship with China by jumping headfirst into a trade war, all of the progress could be lost, meaning that the US could see a surge of fentanyl into the country, just as deaths from fentanyl are reaching historic highs. If the tariff imposed by Trump become permanent, it's most likely going to have a negative effect on other areas beyond trade. Former DEA agent Jeffrey Higgins told USA Today. China could say, "We are no longer going to cooperate with the United States on controlling these synthetic opioids," he added. Trump made the opioid plague a central part of his campaign platform, promising to devote the resources needed to combat the deadly scourge. But instead, the very people he pledged to help may now end up paying for his failures with their own lives. Deep, ladies and gentlemen, very deep. And to be honest with you, I think China is doing that now. I really do. I think they don't give a damn about those drugs coming here. You remember, this is what they use for chemical warfare. They send drugs in wherever they want to weaken a country or weaken a region. They've done it in the past. Can't rule it out. But please tell me what you think, ladies and gentlemen, about this story. Please leave your comment, subscribe, share the video, like the video. And ladies and gentlemen, enjoy your evening because this is going to be my last video for today. Peace, family.